O'Brien, Executive Director of Hope & Co, Sandy Lipkiss, Coordinator of famille, for all your great support since we began this program. I would like to thank Nancy Wiseman, President of Hope & Co, Mary Zitian of the Foundation. Without you, we could not have gotten this evening off the ground. Thank you. Thank you to all the committee members for your extraordinary work. And a special thanks to my wife for putting up with a waiting lunatic for the last 4 months. Now I'm going to ask Suzanne O'Brien to say a word or two.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be very brief. It's very hard to follow such a personal story, that an eloquent story as Neil and Eric has just introduced to us. Neil is coming soon in my speech. Tonight is all about famille. It's all about young parents and children living with cancer. And so in my very brief remarks of thanks at the end of this speech segment of the program, I really brought to mind the profoundly wise words of a young girl called Anne Frank. Anne Frank once said, "How wonderful it is that you never have to wait a moment before starting to improve the world." How wise. We never have to wait a moment before starting to improve the world. That moment came for each and every one of you in the room tonight. Someone asked you to support this event, and in that moment of saying yes, you chose to improve the world. And from my perspective as a mum and as a grandmum, nothing improves our world than the safety and security of the kids. Having cancer as an adult is tough. Being a kid, having a mum or dad who is sick, can be overwhelming. This is what famille is all about. When you choose to support famille, and you chose to do that tonight, you chose to not only improve the world and make our kids safer in the scary world of cancer, you chose to change lives. And I am profoundly grateful to all of the sponsors who really stepped up tonight. Our lead sponsor, Dorel, who is always so generous to Hope & Co. All of the sponsors that are listed on the sheets behind me, thanks to the printing of Neil Mardinger and Pizzazz. Take a moment to recognize these people. They are our true community heroes who stepped up to improve the world. Thank you to our committee. What a dynamic, passionate team. The 4 amigos, as they call themselves, and the talented team of people they pulled together with them, who talked you into coming tonight. Many of you did not need talking into, but I am so glad that you came. This is one dynamic, passionate team. I'm proud to work with them. And as Executive Director of Hope & Co, I'm proud to have famille as one of our core programs. And I really want to thank an exceptional professional who is our program coordinator for famille, Sandy Lipkiss. When Sandy comes to work, I can tell you she improves the world. When I hear her talking to patients and their families, Sandy is a former teacher and now a social worker. She is uniquely qualified to help young families through this very difficult time, and we are truly privileged to have her on the Hope & Co team. And finally, I thank each and every one of you. I don't know who said this, I heard it a long time ago, that the difference between an outstretched palm and a helping hand is a flip of the wrist. So we all need help at some point in our lives. Some of us need help today, some of us needed help yesterday, and you know you're going to need help in the future. When you can turn and recognize that plea for help, that moment of quite unique vulnerability, is a twist of a wrist away from being a helping hand. Pay it forward. Improve the world. Help our kids feel safe in this very, very scary world of cancer. And thank you so much for supporting this very worthwhile cause.